Okay, for the example, x squared over 25 plus y squared over 9 is equal to 1. So, this is already written in its standard form. Kaya, pwede na nating identify yung mga details. Okay, first and foremost, alamin po natin kung ano po ba yung A. Okay, so 25, ito yung malaking value. So this is your A squared. So A squared is 25. And the square root of 25 is positive and negative 5. Okay, for B squared, ito naman yung 9. So, B squared is 9. Therefore, your B is positive and negative 3. Okay, for the C, okay, meron na tayong A and B. And for the C, there is a formula A squared minus B squared. So, that's 25 minus 9 is 16. So, C squared is equal to 16. Therefore, our C is positive and negative 4. Okay. Now, having all this, ABC, so tingnan po natin ngayon, ano po ba yung major axis? Now, for the major axis, okay, since A is 25, ang nasa ibabaw po niya, or nasa numerator po niya is x squared. Kaya, conclusion natin, it is in the x-axis or along the x-axis. Okay, for the center, ang center po natin dito ay 0, 0, since wala naman pong HK. Okay. Balikan natin yung vertices. So, for the vertices, you actually need your A squared. So, yung 25 natin, positive and negative 5, this is for your V1 and your V2. So, vertex 1, since nasa x-axis, ang ating major axis, ibig sabihin, nasa x din po yung value po ng V. So, that's 5 and 0. And V2 is negative 5 and 0. For the co-vertices, tingnan po natin yung co-vertices. We'll use this. Ito naman yun, B1 and B2. So, ito naman ay nasa y-axis. Kaya po, ang ating B1 is 0 and 3. B2 is 0 and negative 3. Okay, for the foci, F1 and F2. Okay, so saan mo ilalagay yung value po na 4? Okay, ang foci po natin is dumadaan po siya sa major axis, kaya po, the foci must be in the x-coordinate. So, where is that? 4 and 0, negative 4 and 0. Okay, let's plot these points first. The center is at 0, 0. And the value for V1 is 5 and 0. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And negative 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, this is your V1 and your V2. Okay, for V1 and V2 vertices, that's 0 and negative 3. So, 0 and positive 3 muna. 1, 2, 3. Then 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, for the foci, that's 4 and 0. Susundan lang po natin yung coordinates na yun. So, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And negative 4. Okay. So, hindi pa natin ma-figure out kung ano po itsura ng ellipse. Kaya, we need the lateral recta. Okay. So, color naman for the lateral recta. So, since your axis is in x, yung coordinate din po natin for C is for the foci dahil nasa x po siya. Then, b squared over a. Okay. So, ano yung mga points na yan? Sige, let me write it here. E1 is, what is your C? 4. And b squared over a is 9 over, ano yun? 9 over 5. Yan. So, for E1, so, magiging 4 and 9 over 5, 1.8. Okay. So, this is for E1. What about E2? For E2, 4 and negative 1.8. E3 would be negative 4 and 1.8. E4 is negative 4 and negative 1.8. Okay, so hanapin natin yung mga points na yan. That is along the F or the foci. 4 and 1.8. So, somewhere here, 1.8. Malapit na po sa 2. And negative 1.8. Negative 4 and 1.8. Negative 4 and 1.8. Okay. So, we now have, ano nang meron tayo dyan? Meron na tayong LR. Okay. Meron na tayong latus rectum. So, actually, pwede na natin i-graph using graph. Okay. Subukan po natin i-graph. Okay. Violet naman. So, you just have to connect the points. So, sorry. From the vertex to the LR to one co-vertices and okay, so continue on. Dutong-dutongin lang po natin yan for the points. Okay, so you now have the equation of the ellipse, the graph of the ellipse. Now, for the directrix, it's a squared over c. So, what is our a squared? That's 25 over 4. Or, 25 over 4 is 6.25. So, ano tong 6.25 na yan? Balikan mo ulit yung major axis mo. Ang major axis mo is x-axis. So, ibig sabihin, x-axis din po to. X is equals to positive 6.5 and x is equal to negative 6.25. Okay, so nasan po yun? 6.25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Somewhere here. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.25. So, nakita natin yung line. Then, draw the line. Yan. So, ito yung mga directrices po niya. Okay. Then, continue working with other details. So, that's C over A. It's 4 over 5. That's 0.8. Check. Ibig sabihin, less than 0. Then, it is an ellipse. What about twice of b squared over, ano ba yung b squared over a natin? It's 1.8. Okay, so twice of that is 3.6 units. Kasi siya po ay length. Now, for 2a, 2 times, what is your a? 5. Then you have 10 units. 2 and with minor axis is 3, so that's 6 units.